we get into. Some more. About that money, get residuals. Some more.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. We go. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. She go. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. We go. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. That knock. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where the bread. What it do, YouTube? You now tuned in to POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then don't make it your last. Kindly hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, of course, we appreciate you too. That's why we're here. But you know how we do. You know how we start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. Because I haven't had coffee in like 7 days. Woo-hoo. This is the fire right here. And dinner was amazing. Had that grilled chicken with that jollof of rice from the Africans. Mwah, perfecto. Definitely a good way to break your fast when you've been fasting all day. But y'all see the thumbnail. Let's get into it. Can men and women be friends? Can men and women really be friends? According to Steve Harvey, Uncle Steve, and no, they can't. And then you see a lot of reaction. I mean, it's I think it's mixed. Some people say yay, some people say nay. Some people say, women is delusional when it comes to that. Some people say that the men that say yeah is betas and they bugging out. And I'll just give my thoughts, you know what I mean? Not really based off nobody else, just off my own experience from personal and from what I see with people that's close to me, associates, friends, family members, stuff like that, co-workers, etc. So the hardcore, straightforward answer is no, they can't be. However, there is exceptions to the rules. And most of those exceptions, in my opinion, or outliers, if you will, is women, like he said, placing those stigmas on men, saying, nope, friend zone, or I don't find you desirable like that. So nothing is never gonna happen, even if I'm drunk or whatever the case. I'm never gonna give you none. No milk and cookies for you. So then the guy, like he says, is like, I'll still be your friend. In hopes of maybe that little crack that he's talking about. Then you have co-workers. You have people that work together. They could be in a relationship. They could be married. They could be in a monogamous relationship, have a stable relationship, man and woman. You know what I mean? So you go to work every day and you working with with your counterpart. It could be a nice looking female if you're a guy, or it could be a nice hunk of a man. You know what I'm saying? He's funny and all that, and y'all work together. Y'all friends because y'all in relationships. You know what I mean? Y'all co-worker friends outside of the office. Maybe it's a text, maybe, depending on what type of work you do. Now, a lot of my previous work was in marketing, multi-level marketing businesses, you know what I mean? Where you with a team, you always building and on the go with your team, even traveling to other states with your team, sometimes sleeping in hotels and y'all sharing rooms. The thing is on the men's side, right? That's, like I said, the first exception, in my opinion, is when women put the restrictions or they set the parameters like, don't cross the gun line. If you're an attractive woman, like he said, a man will be friends with you. And even if, not if he got a situation now, you know what I mean? If he's single and you're single, you could be friends, but for how long you going to be friends? Yeah, that guy want to be. That's a fact, especially if you look attractive. Now, the man, if you're single and you don't find a woman attractive, and you a guy that just don't pop off on anything, you have some standards about yourself. You're used to a little something, something. You know what I mean? When you don't gotta just take anything that comes flying your way. I turn women down. I've been turned down as well. But I put women in the friend zone, or, that they wanted to rock. And it was like, nah, I don't see you that way. I'm not attractive to you. You know what I mean? So it's therefore we could only really be friends. We only could be co-workers and work together. But I do agree with Steve Harvey that, yeah, I won't say 99.9%, because it's a lot of guys that will just stay in the friend zone. I was in the friend zone, you know what I mean? A few times, you know what I mean? Years back, you know what I mean? For whatever reason. But with hopes of like, maybe we go out a few more times, or her man slip up, or different instances where you like, yeah, I want to pop. So we friends now, but in the back of your mind, you're like, nah, I want to pop and I'm going to try. So any little chance, like he said, you're going to dive in. Like Trayson, you're going to dive in unless you keep those parameters up. And then, as he says, if you don't believe it, he kind of put it the nice way or the long way. You know what I mean? It's like, will you date me? Like, ask your friends that's male friends, will they date you? They may not date you. I mean, they probably don't want to date. I'll say take it a step further and say, put yourself in a position like I just said. Like, if y'all traveling for work, y'all going to a convention, or y'all going to another town to do business there, and you have to stay overnight in a hotel. Other co-workers is there. But normally, the women would stay with the women, and the guys would stay with the guys. You know what I'm saying? In the rooms, 2 in the room or 3 in the room, sleep on the floor. You're there for business. You're not really there to be comfortable. When I went as a single man, you know what I mean, traveling with some of my coworkers, I always got a room for dolo. Just in case, just in case. Yeah, because you want to pop. You know what I mean? You want to get right. You know what I mean? So if you shacked up in the room with people, then the chances is kind of slim that you're going to be able to do that. But, you know what I mean? If you got your own situation and you set up, then maybe one of the girls get mad at the other girl, or they get into their little catty situations, and then they're like, oh shit, Lee got a room. You know what I mean? We're friends, but if you come into the friend zone and you come up in the room, then yeah, it's a possibility. You're saying there's a chance. Yeah, so it's like, try that instead of talking about, let's date. Would you date me? Yeah, they'll probably date you because they want to bone. They want to pop. But just get straight past that and say, will you be intimate with me? Let's go have drinks and, you know what I mean, start touching their arm and stuff that women do to let you know that they're attracted to you. And they say women know within the first 5 seconds, 5 minutes, you know what I mean, of meeting you. And I read this in magazines and, the relationship magazines and Essence and, Black Women and all that when I was reading a lot of these magazines years ago before you really got real deep on the internet with it. You know what I mean? You read, you know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, signs of a woman when you first meet them. If they do certain things, they'll let you know, like right within that little time frame, if you in the friend zone or if they are looking at you like, oh yeah, he could get it. You know what I mean? So do that and then come back, hit a brother on the back line like, oh yeah, nah, he definitely not a friend. Try that. Go out for drinks with your male friends if you look good and you find them attractive as well. Not if you're in a relationship, obviously. I ain't telling you to cheat. You know what I'm saying? And touchy-feely on them and act like you a little, you know what I mean? Feeling a little nice off the wine, off the Zippendale or whatever you drinking. And I guarantee you, he'd be like, oh, so it's those type of vibes today? You know what I mean? Unless he's just don't want to cross the line. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know too many dudes that will sleep with a woman and not be Pokemon and not get no feels on or try. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just trying to show like, you know what? I'm really rocking with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Then why are you even in the bed with her? Right? Right. So I think, like I said, the hard and cut dry answer is, I don't think men and women can be friends. Do I have women friends? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's already been established, even on my position. Like, nah, I just see you as a friend or a sister, or I don't, you know, I'm not really into it. Or they in a relationship or whatever the case, and they like, yeah, we're not gonna never be that way. So you only can be a friend. And then if years go by, then that there's too many women out here. There's too many men out here. So it's like, all right, once that's established that nothing is gonna really come out of it, it's gonna be no cracks that Steve Harvey is talking about, then it's like, yeah, I knew you for 5, 6 years, 7 years, and we've only been friends. So it's like, yeah, even though I still pop, you know what I mean? Maybe, right? Like, because even that's the thing too, like, you could pop and then still be in that considered friend. There's plenty of situations like that where people was friends, they knew each other for a long time, they confide in each other. So it's like, you know what I mean? You may break up with your man, or, you know, he may be having problems with his wife or whatever the case may be. And because y'all been friends for so long, you may know the family or went to school with them. You went to school with her. And then you end up hearing about people saying, damn, we you know, we was out of town, or we end up being at an all-star weekend or whatever together, and boom, 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 you know, that one time happened. And then you go back to being friends, you know what I mean? And it's never talked about, or it's like, oh, you know, we messed up, or you hear people say we messed our friendship up because we was a little, you know, wavy, and we did something we didn't really want to do. The guy probably wanted to do it, but the chick probably who set the standards, like, yo, I only see you as a friend, end up letting her guard down. And if the dude is attractive enough, it's like, oh yeah, you know, give in. You give in to the lust part, to the you know, to the part of, damn, you know what I mean? And then after that, it's like, that should have never happened. It'll never happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I agree with Steve. I really don't normally agree with him on a lot of things. I don't know why. I guess he just got a different viewpoint from me. You know what I mean? And I told you I'm not a yes man, so it's a lot of stuff that I don't, you know, always just be like this when it comes to, you know, people and they views. And I'm sure people don't agree with a lot of shit that I say as well. But overall, I say no. I won't go as far as to say 99.9, because that's pretty much 100%. It is cases, and they will be considered as, I guess, the betas or the guys that's not alphas. And, you know, like with the red pill and all this other stuff, it's a lot of that talk going around. Who's this, who's that, self-proclaimed alphas. Like, I'm the alpha male. Like, oh yeah. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So, you know, you'll have cases like that where people get put in the friend zone. Like I said, I've been put in the friend zone, but, you know, I ain't stay there long. I mean, I'm like, all right, well, ain't no need for us to keep going and get drinks and going out and chopping it up. Like, you go do that with your girlfriends. We're not gonna, especially on my dime, we ain't gonna be friends and we keep going out to eat. And I'm hoping that, you know what I mean, we going later on is gonna be some booty clapping sounds. Like, I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like early on when the brother came home, was fresh, was brand new, was super green. Ain't really know the tricks of the trades of how, you know, women be moving out here. Like, oh, we just friends for now. Yeah, we could go eat, we could go do all that until you keep doing that. Like, oh, this is the game, or you one of them suck ass niggas. And then you learn real quick. So again, you're gonna have some instances where, you know, you'll have men and women that's, you know, friends. You know what I mean? Longtime co-workers, work together for years. And, you know, they just stay friends. They can go after work and have a drink with other people, or maybe even them. But that's it. You know, married or whatever. I didn't talk to mad co-workers about their husbands. You know what I mean? I'd be telling, you know, when I was saying, like, damn, your husband don't want to, man, y'all not having sex like that? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm sitting there at work lusting, like, damn it, man, I'll take you down. And I used to make it known just to let them know, like, yeah, if there's any chances, this when I was a super savage, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, don't come here having a bad day with them dressing on them heels, talking about you and your husband, you know what I mean, he working late hours and all that. Don't come over here talking about that. Scorpios, we the best. Yeah, kid, you know what I mean? For the people in the back. All right, let's get to this other thing, you know what I mean? Let's get to Mendeecees and Yandy. You know what I mean? I've been stopped watching Love and Hip Hop. I just, you know what I mean? When it first came out with Jim Jones and Chrissy, you know, had a fight with what's her name and all that. Like, that's when I used to watch, you know what I'm saying? Not even when Cardi B was on there. It's not my cup of tea no more. It been not my cup of tea. But I did see the clip because I told y'all I'm in these YouTube streets. I'm in these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never let me in the game. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say after that. Yo, I'm here now. Yeah, like I'm here now. And I seen the clip where I guess they on a retreat and all that. You know what I mean? Delicious is on there. I didn't even know she's back in the mix, you know what I mean? And all this other stuff. But anyway, they sitting there and, you know, she telling them she been holding him down and woo, 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 and rightfully so. To my knowledge, she held it down. I don't know what she did in her personal life. I don't know her, none of that. You know what I mean? Been in a few spaces where she was at, you know what I mean? People, mutual friends, but, you know, I don't know her. So who knows what she did in that department. But we're not going to talk about that, you know what I mean? Because who cares? You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about that. When she like, yo, would you hold me down? You know what I mean? If the roles was reversed and he kind of just was sitting there looking funny in the face, like, doggy, I don't know, but he was like, I don't know and all that. And y'all seen the clip that I'm talking about. And then he put out a follow-up tweet, you know what I mean? And today, when you get dragged into social media, that kind of show a lot of, you know, if you were with a network and all that and you got a job, then I get it. While some people kind of bad. And I just spoke about this, you know what I mean? We in the woke society, you know what I mean? A lot of times you got to backtrack if you're saying stuff that people don't agree with, they not rocking with. This is the cancel culture, and if this is how you getting paid, then I can understand. I'm not saying I agree. Glad I don't got to go through that. You know what I mean? Say what I want. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. So when it comes to that, he not on no big networks where he got to, you know what I mean, walk his statement back. But he did. I guess he kind of explained what he meant. But if you ask me, I'm going to just say flat out, he made her look bad. Like he made dudes look bad, if you ask me. He made dudes look bad. And this is why. Over here on POPAVIST TV, yeah, we deal in full transparency. That means if you're not hiding, then I can see you behind your little picture or avatar, and you definitely can see me because my shit is open. Like, you know what I mean? Go to social media, come on in. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not full transparency about is the stuff that I probably won't talk about on here. I mean, everything is not for social media, even for POPAVIST TV. I just won't talk about certain things, you know what I'm saying? So whatever I talk about, then it's for the public to consume. You can ask questions on it, and I can choose to answer or not answer. But I respect, number one, what he did, as far as he like, I didn't want to give the answer that everybody wanted to hear, the salacious answer. I wanted to speak the truth. And his wife do deserve the truth. But, not saying he should have lied, but yeah, I am saying he should have lied. What I'm saying is they had a private conversation when they was behind closed doors and they was having a one-on-one or maybe with a counselor. Yeah, that's what they call a therapist or a counselor, a marriage counselor, and the world wasn't watching. Then yeah, you can be totally honest because it's just y'all two. And she had to take that on the chin and deal with it however she feel fit to deal with it. So number one, you don't go on national TV and say no shit like that to me. And then the thing is, what's really to think about? It's hypothetical. So why not just say, yeah, I'm going to hold you. Of course I'm going to hold you down, baby. Of course. Of course I'm going to hold you down. That's why I separated the sex. Because I don't know if he's saying, you know, I would have been there, but I probably would have been popping. I don't know. So maybe that's why he didn't want to lie. But again, bro, I mean, just as a person that did time, I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives the same. Like, you know what I mean? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, you don't really gain nothing out of that. So again, I'm not saying lie. What I'm saying is, if they was by themselves, then you could speak your piece. And she had to just deal with that. Like, because this is a slap in the face. Well, I done held you down, sex aside, because I don't know what she did in her downtime, you know what I mean, when she wasn't answering those emails and picking up the phone call and all. And that's minor stuff. Like, if you did time, bro, you know what it is. Like, at least I know what it is. Everybody not going to be able to pick up the phone every 5 minutes. They could be not away from it. They could be away from their phone, taking the shit, doing whatever, sleeping. It ain't like if you're in the free world, you can just pick up the phone back and call back like, oh yeah, I was sleeping. Oh yeah, I was doing this. Oh yeah, I couldn't get to the phone call. And right when I was about to press answer, it hung up. You in jail. So it is what it is. That's small stuff. I used to see so many people, so many dudes, you know what I mean? Niggas in jail that got a good situation, meaning like you getting packages, your phone calls is getting answered, you getting visits, like you getting what most of the people don't get in prison, and that's the facts. And I was one of them for a little minute of time that wasn't getting visits like that, you know what I'm saying? And then there was a time that I was. I wasn't nitpicking about the times that, oh, you ain't answer the phone. I never understood why dudes is doing it. I'm like, yo, you running her to somebody else. And even if she's sticking around and you think she ain't out there, when you stressing her from in here, there's nothing you can do about it. But I ain't going to get too much on that. But I know they was throwing that out there, like wasn't answering the calls and this and this and that. And if you don't want to do it, you don't got to do it. You know what I mean? I've said that line before. Like, listen, I'm going to be here. And when I get out, it's going to be what it is. Like, so you don't got to do too much that you don't feel like you got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to trap you or make you feel obligated. Do you? So I understand that part. But again, held you down. You know what I mean? Visits, phone calls, or whatever it was, packages, I'm sure your books was good. Bro, all you got to do is say absolutely. If the shoe was on the other foot, of course I would have held it down. Simple. You say no, what benefit do you get out of that? Because now when you off camera, now when you got to come back to the real life, you know what I mean? And maybe they could have did it for the views. Like, that reality TV shit ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Like, I know people that some of them homes they was in wasn't really their homes. They was using other people's houses. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't gonna get into all that because I know on the back line what it really is for some of them old episodes. Like, you know what I mean? It's TV, y'all. It's reality drama TV to keep you with your popcorn tuned in. So I wouldn't be surprised on a spinoff that is like, yeah, that's not how I really felt, but I just did that for the views, you know what I mean? To get the people going. It's provocative. It gets the people going. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Jay-Z and Kanye. It gets the people going. I wouldn't be surprised. But the thing is, again, in the real life, when the cameras go off, now you got to go back home with your wife, and she looking at you all the way with the side eye like, nigga, how you going to get on national TV and tell the world, for all the motherfuckers that tune into this reality bullshit, that if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't hold me down? Got niggas looking bad. Got niggas in jail probably like, damn it, man. Because niggas is big on reality TV in jail. And ain't too many shows to watch, and they big on reality TV. Super big on these shows. One, they looking at the women, but they love the drama. You know what I mean? No, they sitting there like, damn it, man. I got my ride or die chick coming up this weekend. She may not even come behind this nigga saying some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And then on the other side, you got women like, see? That's why you can't hold these niggas down. These you good for her. She be a ride or die chick. You get what you got. You know what I mean? These niggas come home and they going fuck around and not be with you anyway. So why would you put yourself up to deal with the dusties? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. You know what I mean? Let's get the views up. And the views is going up too. So everybody that's rocking, I appreciate you. For real, for real. But yeah, you got women dragging them and they dragging her, a sympathy drag, but it's like, yeah, you signed up for this nigga. 2 baby mothers, and you knew what it was. Like, you the fool. So not only is he getting heat, but she getting heat, and that's where the embarrassment is coming from. Because women is looking at her with the side eye like, see, told you. You know women love to do that. As much as all this women power and black woman this and women that, women be quick to pop, 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 pop. Hate on the next woman, quick, fast, in a hurry, quick, fast. Leave that nigga, leave that nigga, leave that nigga. But then they probably want to be with a nigga like him. You know what I mean? All in the comments. She's stupid. You stupid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And you still recouping. Stupid. Like Biggie on the end of the kick in the door. And you still recouping. Stupid. Stupid. They got, they saying she's stupid. Now, I'm not saying she's stupid. I'm saying she did what she had to do for her husband. So why wouldn't you just not say that you would do it for her? That's the only thing I'm saying. Again, especially on TV. It's like, you inside, they say happy wife, happy life, which is not really true. She's never happy. Shout out to my nigga Gray and Lenny. She's never happy. Damn, damn, damn. She's never happy. No, she's never happy. And we're gonna do a video on that. You know what I mean? Is she ever happy? You know what I mean? But anyway, national TV, you got her looking crazy in the face. And even right after you said it, she like, yeah, and that's the problem, nigga. So again, when you get off camera, now you got to go back home to that. Who want to go back? You know the tension that's going to be in our house. And obviously they still together. And I wish they stay together. I'm not like the women in the comments like, yeah, you stupid. You should leave him. And, all this and that. He's dusty and he's ugly. Women, y'all be going crazy. I know what it's like to lose. Like, sheesh. You know what I mean? Don't piss y'all off. But y'all be coming for blood. You will have nothing but dust and blood. Like, we have dust and blood to spare. Like she said, we have nothing but dust and blood to spare. Like, y'all be with the shits. You know what I mean? Nothing like scorn women, boy, I tell you. You know what I mean? But with that being said, it's like, who want the headaches? Who want to have headaches when they going home and got to deal with now a woman that's looking at you with the side eye? Like, any situation I get in, I can't even depend on you to hold me down. Because you already said you don't even know if you're going to hold me down. So that's my only thing, is like, not saying lie to her. But we have plenty of times where you see movies or commercials or whatever, and the woman is like, babe, honey, do I look good in this dress? And she's some fat, sloppy joint trying to put on some red dress, looking like the Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? The Kool-Aid picture. And the husband is like, oh, you look fabulous, baby. Lying like a motherfucker. And those times, you should have full transparency. Like, nah, babe, you don't look good in that dress. You look horrible. Please put something on more fitting, because, you put on some pounds. Like, I'm just saying. Sorry. I ain't saying do that. But if you like, nah, that dress don't look good on you. You inside the house, her feelings may be a little hurt. You know what I mean? But she'll put something else on and at least appreciate that you're not going to have her walking out on the street looking crazy. You know what I mean? Just like you wouldn't want her to have you walking out on the street looking crazy and y'all going to a function and one of your dudes like, yo, your collar was up, or, you know what I mean? Fix yourself up. And you're like, damn, I rode over here the whole way with her in the elevator with her. She ain't tell me I'm looking stupid. You know what I mean? You'll be looking like, damn, you know what I mean? Is she rocking with a nigga or is she not? So that's my only thing, is like, yeah, bro, you should have just said yes. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. Shake your head. Yes, man. And I told you I'm not a yes man, but in that sense, I think he made her look bad. I think it probably could have a lingering effect. I hope it don't. But yeah, like, I mean, no woman really want to hear that. I mean, that's why women choose certain men. Looks and all that is good, but a woman to be with an ugly ass nigga that got some money. We know that already. You know what I'm saying? And men will too. There's plenty of niggas locked up, like I told y'all, with chicks that's looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy, looking like the Michelin tire ×5, and they doing it for visits. They doing it for phone calls and packages. It's they gaining something out of it. But even if a guy don't have all that much money and that's not attractive, a woman is still deal with him, marry him, be with him for security and knowing that there's stability there. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear like, I don't know if I'll be able to hold you down, then that you taking that security blanket away. It's like, oh shit, when in them programs, when you gotta trust and you close your eyes and you fall back and all that, you falling back with trust that somebody's gonna catch you. So when you hear that, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna catch you, then you're not gonna lean back. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna lean back. Lean back. You're not gonna do all that. You're gonna like, nah, I gotta find another rock, because this nigga ain't it. And you know what I mean? So it's no win-win in that situation. I only see you win by telling the truth, right? But you lose because that's something you probably shouldn't have said nationally again. And I'll just leave that topic right there. If they was behind closed doors, I would have no problem with him being totally brutally honest. I'm brutally honest at sometimes to a fault, even with my, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to watch what you say. Women can be a little fragile, you know what I mean? Depending on how you're talking to them. And I had to learn that as well, you know what I mean? But behind closed doors, If you can't be honest with, with the person you with, then who can you be honest with, right? But to do it on national TV, when she got to have the egg on her face, and now men and women men probably looking at her now like, oh, I'll hold you down. I know she probably, know what I mean? Niggas is waiting for that bat line to open up, bro. Yeah, waiting for that bat line to open up. I'm telling you, like Steve Harvey said, the niggas that's in the friend zone with her, like, yo, if y'all ever get divorced or you ever get tired of this little nigga, come holler at a real nigga. I'll hold you down. Even if it's not the case, they're going to say that because they're going to think that's what you want to hear. Let's just keep it a buck. Now, we full transparency over here with the stuff we do talk about. Niggas is definitely will line up. She look good. She high value woman. She got stuff going for her, even though she got kids. And she look good and she got a lot going for herself. So who wouldn't want to rock with her, right? Yeah, I'll wait. Now, let's get to this last thing. Let's get to the last thing. Shit is crazy. Crazy shit crazy. So like I just told y'all, stuff that I want to be out there, you'll see me talking about it and doing a video on it and being fully transparent about what I'm talking about. And then the stuff that I don't want y'all to know about, because y'all some nosy motherfuckers, you ain't going to hear about it. You ain't going to hear me talk about it. You ain't going to see me posting it. And you ain't going to hear me talking about it. Which leads me to Tyrese. Tony. There was no other way. We in the end game now. So y'all seen the video, and it's right there. Because I seen the video like, damn it, man. Nothing is sacred. Everything is for public consumption, and it seems like nothing is sacred. I told y'all that. So I Hov said, you know what I mean? On the video that I did, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, then go back to the couple of other videos I did, because I post like a video every day, sometimes 2 times. Yeah, we rolling over here. We live, we rolling, we unscripted. Yeah, that part. In the beginning, Hov, like, yeah, every time your name was brought up, I would act all nonchalant in front of an audience like you was just another shorty. I put the naughty on, but truth be told, you threw me for a loop, this whole. And pretty much what we do in our private life is on a quiet tip. Like, you know what I mean? I'm claiming you, but not in public yet. You know what I mean? And y'all know what it is. Like, yo, we keep our business private. We don't put everything out there for us, for y'all to critique it, to criticize it, to, oh, if I was you, I would do it this way. No. Silence, I say. Silence. Yeah, yeah, be quiet. You're not going to come in my bedroom. Like T.I. was saying, I'm not going to talk about what's in my bedroom, even though his bedroom is out there now. But I say that to say, y'all seen the video with him shaving his new lady? And the women was like, she playing him. Can't wait for them to get married so she could take half and take all his money. And you know what I mean? And I get why he getting dragged, because he put it out there for us to look at it. So number one is, and then they was like, she younger. She 15 years younger than him. When he was 17, she wasn't even born and all this other stuff. Yeah, there's no secret, ladies. Men like younger women, not underage, but younger women. Hey, if you didn't know, sorry, I just, you know what I mean, bust your bubble. But those are the hardcore facts. Yeah, those are the hardcore facts. I don't know how old his ex-wife was. I didn't Google it. I don't know. I don't care. But I know this lady, this woman is 25. She's of age. She been of age. So they're like, yeah, she a thought. She this and she that. She could be all that. And if you look on her Instagram page, hey, who knows? She might be on the Thoughtastic voyage. Who knows? You know what I mean? And they got the video of them in the park kissing and him looking at the camera. I don't know why. But shaving, you gone too far. You're gone too far, bro. Like, bro, you ain't got to do that. You could do it in private if that's what you like doing. You like shaving the vajayjay, shave the vajayjay, and then finish with the happy ending. Wow. You know what I mean? Scorpios, we the best. Do you? Nobody would care. Nobody would know. Are you pissing your ex-wife off, or you think you pissing her off? Do she even really care? You know what I mean? Like, and as a person that's been divorced, you know what I mean? One time already. One time in the books. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, when it's over, or, you know, you're going through this phase, should you have time to heal or, you know, get yourself together? Yes. Do people do that most times? No. Or even if you say, I would say probably like men, but I don't even know that statistics are like who gives themselves more time. Should you do it? Is it probably better for your overall health and mental? Yeah, I think so now that I'm older and I know a little better. You know what I mean? But I didn't. So I'm not knocking him for 4 months later rocking out with the younger joints. Like, do you, Tyrese? I mean, you got the pick of the litter still. You still look decent, you know what I mean? You're not an old, decrepit man, and you still got a couple dollars, even though you was on the internet crying that you broke. You still got more than the average, way more above the average, you know what I mean? So he still can have the pick of the litter. Maybe that's why the ladies is mad, because they was raking him in the comments too. Maybe that's why they mad. Why he ain't sent her to the spa? Because he ain't want to. He wanted to be hands-on. And some of y'all probably don't got that, so, you got your own hands-on. So maybe that's why you're mad. Maybe that's why you're trying to rake him. And you could just hear you can hear the misery, even though they sound like they laughing on some of these other channels. And I won't get into the war with these, I'm not going to do all that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not against women. I don't hate women. I'm not gay, none of that. So when people swing back around, they catch up to the channel, because I'm here now, and I'm not going nowhere. This is fun. Like 50 Cent said, I'm getting paid just to talk greasy. Like, this is fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be here. We're not going nowhere. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I'm not none of that. It is just what it is. I'm going to call a spade. But a lot of women on these comments and these channels, they reckon him, one, because she young. You know what I mean? Supposed to have just got out of divorce, which we all know he did, so he shouldn't be with nobody. You know what I mean? And they just kind of like wrecking him, hoping that she take him for everything and play him. How we know that he just not having fun with her? And then a month later, he going to be with the next joint having fun, soiling his royal oats like the King of Zamunda from Coming to America when he told Shorty. He's just here soiling his royal oats. You know what I mean? How we know he's just not trying to get that out of his system? Maybe he was hurt bad by his ex-wife. And so this is what it is until he get out of it. I mean, he was married twice. So he do believe in settling down and tying a knot. I'm not saying he didn't cheat or none of that, but he do believe in marriage. So maybe he'll marry her. Who knows? But people was actually in the comments like, yo, hope she marry him so she could take everything and watch when she leave. Can't wait to see those crocodile tears. It's like, damn. You pray and pray on my downfall, but every time I hit the ground, I bounce up like ground ball. Damn it, y'all some hating ass bitches. Like, shit, you know what I mean? Get over yourself and touch yourself, you know what I mean? And touch your own self. Shave your own rusty box, you know what I mean? Like, my only thing with that is, while we speaking about it, is you don't got to put it on social media, Tyrese. Like, come on, bro. You don't got to do that. If you want to freak out with all type of young women and do what you want to do, if they of age, then do you. You are doing you. But why do we got to see that? That's my only thing. I wasn't worrying about her age. I wasn't worrying about people, her ugly feet. Women was like, she got ugly feet and this and this and that. And, it is what it is. People love to hate. People love to troll. And unfortunately, in the black community, we love to tear each other down. Now, whether this is still stemming from slavery and the woolly lynch and light skin against the dark skin and the mother against the father and the son, like, they did a number on us. But 400 years, 500 years removed, like, we in 2021. Why are we still doing this shit? Makes you go, makes you look with the side eye and make you go, I ain't really with all that. I'm definitely for pro-black, even though I know everybody that's but you're black that look like me is not for me. And niggas will probably gun me down or rob me, try to, do stuff to my family. Yeah, it is people that look just like me, and I'm a light-skinned nigga, you know what I mean? Or still do me filthy and dirty, you know what I mean? In 2021, even though it shouldn't be like that. But my only thing with Tyrese is just, why for the camera? Like, why are we doing it for the gram? Like, why are we doing it for the gram, bro? Just do that shit. And then after that, you see people was coming out like, yo, after he finished doing that, he went to a Jamie Foxx party or somewhere in Hollywood or wherever he was at with the same shirt on. See what happens? I thought that was funny. Like, damn, you ain't even changed your shirt, bro. Like, and then obviously people like, who knows what they did after he finished shaving. What you think they did or what you think he did. Like, come on. We all adults here, right? Unless there's a couple of youngsters watching and tuning in, know what I mean? Why are you showing up to the after party with the same shirt on? And we wouldn't know which shirt you would have on if you went and put it on the gram, if you went and did live with it. Why you got to go live? I just don't understand that part. Anything else, that's that man's business. He could do what he want. He could get over his marriage, how he want to get over his marriage. And I'll just end with this. You know what I mean? His wife, his ex-wife, it's a little clip that I seen of her, and I never had a chance to really talk about it, so I'll just speak about it now real quick. When she was like, oh, I guess she was on live and people was asking her questions like, will you ever deal with another man like him or a high value man? You know what I mean? Y'all know where I'm about to go with this. She sounds just like Kevin Samuels. Hey, I said it. And if you don't believe me, then go look at her video. She was like, yeah, you know, a lot of women want these men. And it is what it is. I ain't make the rules. A lot of women want the men that you have. And so she like, yeah, you either get on a program or you don't, because they have options. They have tons of options. And I'll just leave it at that. I ain't seen nobody in her comments, even though I wasn't on her page. I seen the clip on somebody else's shit. But I ain't hear no kickback, no feedback, no kicking, screaming, and hollering, trying to drag people to hell. Like, yeah, how dare she say this and say that? It is what it is. You know what I mean? When you're desirable, when you have shit going for you, you have resources, a lot of women gonna want you. So if you end up being a woman that gets a type of man like that, then yeah, you probably gonna have to get on his program. It is what it is. Same thing with dudes locked up. You know what I mean? That's a woman is coming through for them. You know what I mean? Bringing them stuff. Even the nasty joints, like I said, that's looking like the tire rolls. You producing, you answering the phone, you coming to the visits, and then don't be producing in the other way, bringing it through for me. Yeah, I'm on your program. You know what I mean? I'm on your program until I get out, and then my options open back up. And that's what a lot of brothers do. Why do you think they be down there? I'm telling you, when they down there like this on that visiting floor, for the times that I got visits, I mean, they like this. Maybe they like this. Yeah, baby. White joints, too. Someone, I know that's going to make some of y'all sisters. White joints from Buffalo and all that. Rochester and all these different parts of New York you never heard of. Coming through like this on the visit. On them pictures like this on the visit. Mwah, like this on the visit. Because she producing. And his options is limited. Because niggas be in shape and all that. Like even the old niggas. You know what I mean? Like niggas is still looking good, looking old. Or even if they young. The point is you producing. And your options is limited. So you got to deal with the shit. So she's on it like that. And swing back, same thing to what Tyrese's ex-wife said. When you dealing with a high-value man, they got options. They got bread. They got resources. It is what it is, and women want them. So if you have them already, then I guess it's a good look for you. Your life should be good, but you got to be on a program. If not, then you know what you're going to do? Yeah, you're going to kick rocks. You're going to kick cozy souls and get the hell up out of here. And they're going to find somebody else, probably younger. You know what it is. Your boy POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That's a fact. That feeling back up in here, one more again. Yeah, kid.